So always picture yourself like this. Whatever you do in life, you have to set aside your time, energy, and things that you really like to do. You have to set that time for yourself. You know, you must live in a world that you may be blessed with people in your life. You still have love from your family members. You still have love from your spouse, from your children, from family, friends, whoever. But at the end of the day, you are alone. Believe it or not, you are alone. You are on your own. You see, um, the way you're trying to survive in this world, from home, from even at workplace, from wherever you are when you travel, you are on your own. If you are not looking at that angle, like only you can make yourself happy, because no one else can help you in a sense. No one else. It's just you. So that's why there's always a quote say, be the best version of yourself, right? For your sake, not for anyone's sake. Okay, even though you have to interact with others, even though you are so committed with your family, your kids, at the end of the day, if you are not satisfied with you, and especially with someone else for some reason, there's an underlying issues, you see. Okay, so it is important that you interact with others by being more genuine, and without you realize that you actually have a greater positive impact on the people around you, right? So be the best version of you. Okay, so the next thing, how to make others happy. Okay, why is it important also? It feels good when people like you and admire you. Ah, okay, the need for this fundamental or desire to be loved, okay, it's everyone dreams, you see. One way to make people like you is to contribute to your happiness. So if you're happy, people will sense that happiness, and if they like you, they celebrate it with you. And it's vice versa. It's not alone, it's not a one-way thing. And no one can make someone else happy if they don't want to be happy. But it's possible to create conditions that give people like a better chance at happiness. Okay, for example, think of the people you look forward to being with. Okay, what is it about them that makes you want to be with them? How? Why? Okay, chances are that something in your interaction with them enhances your self-image or confidence. They may challenge your intellectually and make you think. Okay, they may take an interest in your life and how you are doing, and they may be funny, they may be accepting of who you are. People you can be yourself with, any of these things have the potential to make you happier, you see. So it is important who your family and friends is. The healthier your relationship, the happier your relationship is, you in a right track. So I think when it comes to family members, if I were to say my own experience, definitely not all have a smooth journey, right? Because we grew up differently. Not all have um, a happy life since young and so forth. Some like in between their life, midlife crisis, no lah. So in between their life, they kind of grew up and like try to be more appreciative in life and value more of their family members because they go through something in life, you see, and things starts to get even better. But not all. I know that some like it gotten worse rather than better. So it really depends. And what I could say is that at the end of the day, we a family is a family. You have a blood ties in you. You are connected, so close. So There's no way you could get rid or move away from your family members, right? Because uh, when one fine day you're sick or you gotta go, family immediate family members will come for you lah. You know, they are like the next kin of you, and you can't run away from that. So that's why the reason being is to stick around with family members the best you could. Unless you find it toxic in your life, then there's a possibility of distancing yourself, but always come back, because again, as I said, family is family. To compare with friends, you have a choice, right? So for me, to be honest, I'm blessed with a lot of good friends since decades. The fact that it seems like what I do have friends since primary school, secondary school, and I make along the way I make quite a good numbers of friends at workplace, and even I'm left my work, left my previous job, I'm still in contact and keep in touch with them. You know, even to the extent that we just meet annually. So I'm blessed, and of course, along along my journey of life, from different stages of period, I do meet some people who is very toxic lah. So those are the days like it's gone for good, and I'll do value myself more and I'll appreciate myself more. So I decided that what's good for me, I'll continue. What's not good for me, I'm gonna let it go. So there's something that I always remind myself, and um, it kind of helped me a lot to be real, to be honest about, like, it took a while for me to filter out the got into if I got into a toxic relationship with. So relationship doesn't mean just boyfriend boyfriend thing. It's also girlfriends or those at workplace or whoever that I know came across came we cross path in life, but it just uh, can't be any longer till now lah. You see, and I also believe that there's a reason we meet certain people in our life. You know, some are for good, some are to really bring you to the next level, which I believe. I've met many of them, and the fact that I still in contact with them now. And I do have those who like just have a short period that I really have to say goodbye to them. Yeah, so for various reasons lah, and definitely it's very unhealthy if I continue that relationship with them. So I have to forgo. Though they are nice people, but there's certain reason that I felt that it's not worth fighting for. You know, it's not worth continuing if it's like I feel like being used, or I felt like I have told you many times. Because if you keep coming to me for the same problem and it wasn't resolved, I know that's your life, it's your right, but if you keep on coming back with the same kind of problem, and it looks like I'm the only person who you can place for venting, but there's no further bond, there's no further like strengthening into our relationship. No, I don't think it's worth continuing lah. So that's how I see it, and I tell you what, I more happier than ever. Yeah. So why would you want to do the same? Because of um you feel the need to help, you feel the need that to be there for them, sometimes you just have to see um the best of you lah before you see the best of others. Okay, so this is an extremely important question that you have to reflect each time. If we try to make others happy because it gives us something back, it makes us feel good about ourselves, to give our lives meaning, that's very good. Okay, perhaps we only do it because if we make other people happy, they will like us. And only if they like us, will we be convinced that we are likable. And that is not good. We have to be comfortable with who we are at first. Instead of making people happy in order to get external validation of our worthiness, we should be worthwhile for us, for me, okay, or for you. Only by building on this foundation, then we can contribute towards other people happiness in a sincere way. You see, so you must dig deeper, validate your relationship with other people. You see, and If you feel that at a certain point of time you feel outcast, you feel that um, you were not needed. Why do you always want to keep on chasing when you're not needed? If you are worth their time, people will make time for you lah. You see, that's how simple it is. If you are important in their life, no matter what going on with the other person's life, the person will make time for you. So just see that way. If you are not priority, so meaning why must you prioritize others? You get what I mean? Yeah, right. So that's yes, as much you want to make others people happy. Again, make yourself happy first. Yeah. And then I tell you, don't feel so much disappointment over or resentment about it if it doesn't go your way, because as I said, at the end of the day, you are alone. You always have to find ways to occupy yourself, to not also depend on other people. To be honest, not even to your family or friends, even though they are good for you. I mean, with you, they are always being there for you when you need. But you have to learn to do a lot of self-care and self-love. So put yourself first lah. Yeah, that's my best advice also.